Hello, hello, hello. We're starting now. We're starting now. Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. Look at my hair. Look at my hair. Anyway, hello, Claire. Hello, Joe. Hello, Elite Scott. Thank you very much, Scott. Janet is here. Steak and chips. Steak, no chips. Even though I had a donut today, I had two big. I had a kind of like I had 5 or 6 mini donuts from Morrison's. I shouldn't have bought it, but I did. I did eat it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kate Quinn is here. Oh, all the pretty girls are here. Joe, pretty girl Joe, is here. Janet, pretty girl Janet, beautiful pretty girl Claire, is here. Thank you very much, everyone. John Van Dam is here. This is going to be an amazing show. Last night was horrible. Was horrible. Were you there last night? It wasn't horrible in that I offended anybody. It was just I was like so dead tired. And I'm a little bit upset because I think I've been told I'm filming tomorrow in Maidstone, but I don't have the information about it. So I don't know if I am or not. Ruben is here. Hello, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Ruben is here. Is here. So we're building up. Good. Thank you for asking, Kate. Okay. Lewis, have you had a haircut? No. I just didn't. Normally I just brush it back, and this I just have it like this. I took a shower today. I took a shower, so I rinsed my body with hot water. Can I ask a favor, producer? Can you look at the screen and tell me if I look too washed out? Do I look washed out? Why am I asking you? I should check myself. I should check myself.
Yeah, you look fine.
Do I look fine? Do I look fine? How come is this on or not on? There I am. There. I'm also wearing this gray shirt which I found in the street. In the street. I'm not buying anything anymore because I'm old. John Van Dam is here. Hey, Lewis, I watched yesterday's show last night. I know why you fell out with Paul, because Chinese Elvis had left the building. All right, very funny. I mean, I don't know. He's always on edge, and I'm always on edge, so I blame myself. You're looking sexy as always. Thank you, Janet. I love to hear that. I think gray is not the right. I think I'm blending into the gray. Into the grayness. It does not make me look good. It's gray. My skin is gray, but I do appreciate it. I didn't upset anybody last night. I don't think. I just think the show was not. It wasn't. Not that it's a show, but at least I need to be awake during the show. And I feel like it's, because we end the show here at 6:30, and then the next thing starts at 10:30, and I think that might be. That might be too soon. I think. I don't know what to do, really. I don't know what to do. Let me just see.
One show a day.
Have one show a day. Maybe we'll just do one show a day. Do you think
What's
that?
the point of doing a later one anyway? Like you're just like falling asleep most of the time.
Because that is true. The producer says that I'm falling asleep. Claire says I'm gorgeous. Yeah, I'm falling asleep. I mean, maybe, but
Spending your entire day doing this, like you don't do anything else. It's sad.
my son says this is sad because I spend my entire day doing this. I don't do anything else. So he thinks that am I a sad person? Do I strike you as a sad person?
No, it's just a waste of life.
He thinks I'm wasting my life. Ruben is here. What did Shanks' poll say? I should go back to what Shanks said. Oh yeah. I sent Shanks a message today. Maltese Phil is here. That's maybe a good point. A good point. Let me see what's going on. I'm looking back. I'm seeing what I'm doing tomorrow. I see what I'm doing tomorrow. Which I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I changed my plans around. Other people changed their plans around because of me, because I thought I was doing something tomorrow. And now I'm not going to be able to get any sleep because I'm going to be all nervous. I'm waiting for a message to come to my phone, but no message is coming saying, hey, we got a show tomorrow. I'll have to check. I'll have to check on hold on a second. I'll have to check on my son thinks I'm sad because I get so excited when I win. That's not sad. That's really good. You're alive, Janitor. That's the kind of girl that I like. I like them alive. I mean, sometimes I want them quiet, not dead, but quiet. One show enough. Yeah, maybe one show enough. One show enough. 90. It's not even a show. It's just me talking for 90 minutes. I mean, I get exhausted. I get exhausted. I get exhausted reading all the stuff that's here for 90 minutes. It's actually been good for me because it's helped me read. I now can read better. I had stopped reading during the COVID time, so my eyes have gotten better. Am I a better reader? I don't know, but I am now. I don't know. I don't like this shirt. I might change the shirt. I'm going to Philippine place with my girlfriend. First time trying to get her type of food. Come on over. I've got discount vouchers. A Philippine restaurant in Malta. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Too much talking is bad for the brain, says Kate Gwynn. I'm not sure I believe this. Please keep the 5 p.m. stream. Well, I'm asking you guys who are on the 5 p.m. stream. You know, I mean, the thing is, I like the stream better because there are more girls. And I'm a misogynist. I hate women. And so that's maybe a sign of my misogyny as I want to hang out with women. I've been called a racist. Did I tell you that yesterday? The girl called me a racist before the show. Anyway, it's maybe I am. I don't even know if I believe in racism. I don't even know if I believe the racism is a bad thing, if there is such a thing. Although 5 p.m. is not a good time, as Shanks highlighted. So if you're tired by 10 p.m., then it needs to sit somewhere in between. Somewhere in between, like 7 o'clock, 7 to 8:30. It means people
ruining my evening.
I'm ruining. Remember, the producer is here, and he spends a very productive evening playing computer games. He's laughing because he knows. But do I ever give you a hard time for that, producer?
No.
Have I given you a hard time for anything, producer?
Yes.
What? What have I given you? I have not.
Wait.
I call him fat. My son is fat. If you
in return for not complaining about anything else, you call me fat 24/7.
I call him fat 24/7 because every time I look at him, I think, I remember what a beautiful child you were. Not as good looking as your brother, but a beautiful child. Girls go to sleep early. 10:30 is too late. Yes, they do. Girls do go to sleep early. They do. I remember when I was when I was going out, and the guys used to go to the pub around 10 or 11, and the girls, this is New York, it's a late night town.
We went to the pub in New York.
Yeah, we didn't go to a pub, it was the bar. You know, every night, that's what I would do.
I didn't realize they had that sort of culture.
They do. Yeah, New York is a nighttime culture. I don't know if they do. Of course they go, especially when you're 25 or 30 years old. Yeah, I used to go out to the place. I wasn't drinking that much. I'm going to the shop soon. Oreo ice cream. No Maltese Phil. No. I've already had basically 2 donuts, which were about 300 calories worth of.
Where was mine?
Where was your donut?
Where was mine?
Where was yours? No, I ate them at the whatchamacallit. I did that. I ate them at Morrison's. I went to Morrison's to buy meat. There's meat there. What are you going to get? Anyway. Hey, Kate, don't get me the same thing. I feel at a loose end when you're not streaming. I mean, that's also what I think about. I'm afraid you're not going to be happy. I'm trying to make people happy. I'm trying to live, I've lived a life without making people happy. And I want to make people happy. Lewis, which girls did you know? Which girls did you know? Us girls were out until God knows when. I'm just saying, yes. Maybe you were. Maybe you and Claire were, whatever. But most girls would go out for a few hours, then they would leave around 10 or something. I don't know what they would do. The guy, we were young. We were young. Heartache to heartache, we fall. Da na 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 na. No to promises. Keep the stream at 5 p.m., Lewis, or I will not be able to chat with the chatters. Yes, yes, that's important. It's important. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't know what's he's on about there. New York City girls, they must have been different. Kate Gwynn says, I don't know if they would. I just noticed that you go to the pub and there were lots of girls before a certain hour, but after 11, there were mostly guys. On a weekday, whatever. This is not a Saturday or something. This was during the week. People used to go out all the time. Great Jones Cafe on Great Jones Street. I think it depends on on what on what time Claire goes to work. To be quite honest, I think that's what 2BQH is. I was never a girl who went home. I didn't say you were. I said you weren't. You and Joe. I could see you girls staying out there, but a lot of girls did go home early. They need their sleep. I didn't even say that. Army said that. I think one stream a day. Yeah, I think so. One stream a day. Us girls stayed out later than the boys. Says Joe. Yeah, because you're. Yeah. But yeah, maybe you did. Maybe you did. I wasn't paying attention to it. I'm like I'm living a life of regret, you know. I remember my time in New York. I wish I had enjoyed it more. I mean, I did kind of enjoy it. I did kind of enjoy it. Um, I did. Wee afternoon, all. Keith Bexley saying, what a lovely day. Is it a lovely day out there? I went out today and I went to Morrison's and I bought about 4 kilos of beef and I cut it up into 200-gram pieces and I put it in the freezer. There was a period in the 90s I didn't see daylight for months. I was basically a vampire, Maltese Phil. Well, that's like me in the 1980s. Yes, yes, I was up late at night, always late. I wasn't even getting laid, whatever. Not that I got laid. You know what I mean? I mean, there's something the matter with me. Something the matter with me. You need to, like Russ, he's a kind of guy because girls like him and he hangs out with women. With me, they always, you can sense there's something the matter with me. Is it because you left us once we'd passed out, Joe Princess? Um, yeah, it's a bit cold, but the sunshine is nice. Sunshine on my shoulders, feeling happy. Is that about a John Denver song? Yeah, I think what we're approaching is we're approaching the 6th-year anniversary away from COVID. That's what this is. This time, this this springtime or whatever it is. I don't know. You don't call it springtime here. Springtime in America starts the 20th of um, of March, whereas here it's March 1st. Do you know that? Did you know that? Um, but and it always has a very weird feeling for me. I'm just reminded of being stuck in the flat, and I went out to Peckham, and Peckham is changing relentlessly, really quickly, really, really quickly. It's not. It doesn't look like it used to look. I go into Morrison's. Morrison's has a lot of stuff, but it's expensive. But I was able to buy silver side. What is that? What is that roast called? Anybody know what that roast is called? Silver side roast. It's not like brisket, but it is. It okay. Never underestimate the girls out. It's a force to be reckoned with. How I miss it. Yeah, girls can go out. They go out. Yeah. And I was thinking, do the women today go out? No, it's against their religion to go out, Joe. It's one of the things that are changing. I don't seem that depressed right now, but I am in a very depressed way. I'm a depressed way. I told my friend not to come tomorrow, uh, whatever, and because I'm filming. But now I don't have any information. Maybe I'm filming next week. Did you buy posh beef? No, I buy cheapo beef. It's 10 pounds a kilo, which is about 5 pounds a pound. and I cut it, and a kilo has I cut it into 5 or 6 pieces, and I put it in the freezer, and I have one piece a day. Like if you go to Twitter, go to Twitter over here. Here's Twitter. Go to Twitter. Go to Twitter, and you can see what I have. Silverside is silverside. It's the bicep of the beef. What is the bicep? What does that mean, Ruben? I don't know. I'm not the big. I just know this. Okay, the reason why the fancy cuts of beef are so good is because you have to cook them, and there's fat in between, which is why it's better cooked. But my beef doesn't have that much fat. It doesn't have that much fat. Hold on a second. Hold on. It doesn't have that much fat, so you don't need to cook them. Who can afford to go out in the UK apart from Wetherspoons? £8 a pint in Bolton, and at least 30 each for a curry. I mean, you are right. You're absolutely right. I go to Wetherspoons all the time, and I like girls who like going to Wetherspoons. I will help you lift your depression, Lewis. Thank you, Claire. You do help lift my depression. You do. Can you tell that I'm depressed? Can you people tell that I'm in a depressed way? Though, good news is, remember the jumper I found? I sold it already for £20. Maybe that was too cheap, but I sold it. I put it up last night and I got £20. And then Jedster bought the cup, and I sent the cup off to Jedster today. Great. I like the picanha. Very tasty. Well, what is picanha? What is that called in English, the picanha? The picanha. I mean, beef doesn't have to be tasty. It just has to be satisfying and good. You don't want food. Tasty food is food that has sugar and salt and glutamate and all, whatever. We have 4 Wetherspoons in Portsmouth, so come on down. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, 4. I think, 4. I don't know. Why am I saying 4? I don't know whether they're 4, but if it sounds like an incentive. I mean, I used to like Wetherspoons because I used to get a half a chicken. They don't have that anymore. Do they have half a chickens? I don't think that they do. King James was responsible for naming the sirloin steak after he knighted a particularly nice piece of beef loin at a banquet. Yes, and why is a sirloin steak so good? It's got fat in it. And that's like the Wagyu beef has fat. Wagyu beef. I weigh 71.1 kilograms. Thank you for asking. 71. But Maltese Phil is right. It's just so expensive. And you go to the problem with beef is I eat it with like no cooking. So to go to a place where it's cooked, okay, it basically is. Go to a restaurant. It's so expensive. It's really, you can see how expensive it is. And there's no cooking involved. There are 4 because I don't lie. You're lying about that, Joe. There aren't 4. Why are you lying? You're a liar, Joe. Is that what you're making a joke about? Because you once think I called you a liar because I said I didn't believe you. I didn't believe you. I'd like to talk about the manosphere. Have you been watching that Louis Theroux program about the manosphere? And, that's what I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about the Louis Theroux program. Angels, me, Joe, us other 2 angels, me and Leanne, can come down too, and we can all give Lewis lots of attention. Yeah, that'd be lovely. That's what I want. I want attention. I'm a loser. He believes that you believe there are 4 Wetherspoons army of... Yes, I kind of believe that. I don't necessarily... you could be lying about that, but you might genuinely believe that. I know women, they do believe stuff like that. Beef munching, not expensive eating in Laos. Yeah, but but let's say I want to go for dinner. How long would it take to get there? And can I get back the same night? I get 3-kilogram chuck roast and cut it into 10 steaks. It's tough meat, but it tastes okay. Well, that's basically what I do. I think it's what is a picanha? What is a picanha? He's an anti-Semite. Is he an anti-Semite? He probably is because he's been called a Jew his entire life. He's basically acting like a Jew or imitating a Jew or whatever. People call him a Jew. Hold on a second. I might have a problem with this. With the wire may go bad. Okay, no, it didn't go bad. No. But he's like saying that there's a manosphere, like this community of men who supposedly hate whatever they do with women, hate women, whatever. Like they're all getting together and they're all deciding what they believe in, and it's all bull. It's bull. Keith Bexley says, "I know women. I know women. I do know women. I've seen women. I've studied women." MJ Tigerfang is here. Kate Quinn is here. This is all good. Thank you, MJ, for coming in there. We're all good. The point I want to make is that I do not cook. I get on a ship from Pompeii to Laos. Which way is the best way to go? Through the Panama Canal or through the other canal, the Egyptian Canal? What is that? The Suez Canal, or through or around the Cape of Good Hope, or around the Cape Horn, or whatever it is? What is the best way to go? I only said I'm not lying because of what you said before. I know that. You said this. I wouldn't lie about bloody Weatherspoons. Well, what would you lie about? I'm saying women believe stuff, but a lot of what women believe is wrong. They believe it in their hearts. That's how women get through the day. That's how everybody gets through the day. I believe that I'm a great guy, but I'm not. I'm a horrible guy. This is what's happened. I'm 16 now. I'm going to be 70 years old. Can you believe how old that is? Look at me. Look at that. We get through the day. All good. Lazy. What does that mean? So Daddy Bannister, he's in Laos, Vientiane, Laos. Is that the way you say the capital of Laos? Vientiane, Laos. Men believe in shit too. I just said that, Kate. We do believe in shit. I believe I'm a great guy. I believe that women are crazy. I believe that women are women going out of their way to make me. Thank you, Claire. She says she believes in me with a big star. Yeah, we do believe in. I believe in stuff. I admit that I believe in stuff. If I ever tell you something, you don't say this is a fact. You say Lewis said this. That's what I'm saying. Looking 50s, not near 70, Lewis. You age pretty well. I mean, I would look younger in a I'm going to change the shirt because the shirt, I'm going to go put on a blue shirt. Lewis, I'm keeping on with this. I live in Portsmouth and I know about the number of Weatherspoons. Bored with this now and would not lie. Let's move. How are you bored with it? I didn't even say anything. I wasn't saying you were lying. I was saying that that's amazing that there are 4 Weatherspoons. If I could almost believe that. I haven't checked it out though, so if I had to risk my life on whether there's 4 Weatherspoons, I would say, you know what, I'm gonna just do a little Google search. Why can't we all fly against the spinning world? Well, that's what we have to do, and the world is spinning. But you're out of it there. Is it bad there? Is Vientiane bad there? Are you close to an Islamic invasion there? You know, you got the Islamic people down in Malaysia. Quite a bit of Malaysia and a bit of Indonesia, but has it come up there? You know, and we were hoping the Chinese people. You're in Savannakhet, which is the second biggest city in. And how big a city is it? Do you think it is? Is it over 1 million? I almost believe. There we go. There could be more. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask the people who are watching this, Joe, and let them decide. It's a matter of life and death. If you're wrong, you die. A horrible death. Are there 4 Weatherspoons in Portsmouth? Well, Joe told me there were 4 Weatherspoons, and I believe. No, you check it out. There are 4 in Paul's Grove. What is Paul's Grove? Lewis, you don't sleep and you're depressed. Maybe your diet is crap. I've always had problems sleeping. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm not eating enough sugar. I think I am. I'm eating too much. I think I'm eating too much sugar. I'm eating 150 grams of sugar a day. I mean, those donuts were really bad. You know, they were really bad. Who knows what it is? We have sent. Let me see. Maybe it's here. Here is it. Um, yeah, maybe my diet is bad. Thank you, girl from Mars. Beautiful, beautiful girl from Mars is here. Thank you very much. Savannah Het. Yeah, maybe my diet is crap. Or maybe I've got a guilty conscience of all the people that I've killed. Vitamin B and D. Well, I have a lot of D. I I have a lot of D. Mostly I've got short attention span. I've had this forever. I can't sleep at night. I can't sleep when I'm told to sleep. I'm not, it's like this thing with Joe is an example of what I am. If you tell me something's definite, I'm going to say, no, I don't believe it. Whatever it is, I don't believe it. I don't believe I am, what do they call that? What do they call it? There are only four Weatherspoons in Port. There are four Weatherspoons in Portsmouth. Okay, that's two people saying there are four Weatherspoons in Port. Lewis, you're a night time person due to years of being on stage. That's also true. It takes a long time to change your body clock. I've tried it. I also like the nighttime. I like being up at night in my room watching videos. I like that. I like that. If you say to me, go to sleep, it's 8 o'clock at night, I'll go to sleep. But as soon as 11 o'clock comes, I can't sleep. I'm an expert from Portsmouth in Laos, 2 decades. Okay, so it is. Yeah. I'm a non believer, Lewis. Yes, Kate Quinn. I don't believe. I don't believe. That doesn't mean I'm calling you a liar. You could be right. I just have to check it out. Live chat. I'm on live chat. Have I missed something, Ruben? Have I missed something? Has anybody said something that I haven't responded to? I mean, if people tell you something, I'm one of those people who I don't believe it. That doesn't mean you're a liar. And I hope you can see the difference between what I'm saying. Daddy Bannister's from Portsmouth too. Well, there you go. A friend, Joe. A friend, Joe. What did you do the night before the internet? I used to read the newspaper. I used to read every single word of the New York Times. Every single word of the New York Times. I used to read, I just used to cover everything. There's always something interesting out there. And I also used to go do comedy. I used to come home at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You can't go to sleep when you come in from late night. I can see you online in the morning. Yes, yes. I'm online. I'm online. Uh, so yeah, we all. I mean, would I like to believe people? I would like to believe people. I don't like to be. I don't like that you're saying I'm calling you a liar because I don't think you're a liar. I don't think you're a liar. My body clock is different from the norm. That is okay. Over 60, you need 6 hours. Is that true? Because maybe I'm getting 6 hours of sleep. Maybe I'm not tired. Maybe I'm like totally awake. But I don't know. I was looking. My friend got a whoop health thing from his bank or something, and I was looking for that. I've got to get something for my wrist. For my wrist. Straight out of Brompton Road, Fratton. That's where Daddy Bannister is thinking. And now you're in. How did you get all the way in Laos? Blackout. I've got blackout curtains. That's John Van Dam is totally right. You got to have the blackout curtains. You need blackout curtains. You know. Maybe I'm. Maybe I had 2 cups of coffee today. Is that going to keep me up? I don't think I'm doing the filming tomorrow. That's what it looks like to me. I think I'm filming on the 16th, though. I don't know. So maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I made a mistake. And maybe I'm, not going away tomorrow. A watch that monitors your sleep. Yes. I don't like sleeping with a watch, but maybe that's what I need. Just read that South Sea is in Portsmouth. Hi-Ho Kermit. Is Hi-Ho Kermit here? Did Hi-Ho Kermit comment? Where is Hi-Ho Kermit? Oh, there you are there. Well, actually, there are only 3 in Portsmouth, but 5 if we're including... I didn't see that. I didn't see you there. Sorry about that, Kermit. Well, actually, there are 5 Weatherspoons in Portsmouth, but 3, but 5 if we're including Gosport and Southsea. But one is currently closed until April. Yeah, see, these are the intricate questions. I don't know. I missed this comment. I don't know where this comment came from. But thank you very much, Kermit. So this is the question. So would you pass the test if you said 4 and only 3 are in Portsmouth and people in Gosport or Southsea do not consider themselves Portsmouth, or Gosport and 1 is closed? So you know what I mean? So there might be 5. There might be 5 and some are always closed. How strong are the coffees? The first question. To determine that, I'd say. I think... I don't know. I'll show. I've got a new. Remember, I found on the street the whatchamacallit, the espresso machine. So I got some espresso coffee. I think we mentioned this before, but there are sleep tracking apps. Don't need a watch. Yes, that is true too. But I mean, I'm having. You can tell I'm having psychological difficulty making a decision. Let me just write this down. Sleep tracking app. I have one. Ruben says, my sleep is analyzed every night. It's interesting insight, especially if you're a hypochondriac. Yeah. I don't believe I get enough sleep, and maybe that's what I need. What brand do you have, Ruben? And how much does it cost? If it's too much money, say I'll tell you later. I fell in love with a beautiful one of the last communist countries. Hey, dumb, leave Lao alone. Who is dumb? And who do you consider who's dumb? Scott, I don't know how strong the coffees are. I think a sleep tracking app. Lewis, look at the map. South Sea is Portsmouth. Gosport over the water isn't. Okay, should we look at the map? You want me to look at the map? Okay, there we go. Hold on a second. How come this is not here? Okay, I see it right now. Oh yes, Gosport is across the river. So you would say that Gosport, there's Gosport here. Can you see that? There's Portsmouth. These are these these water things are, that's what makes Portsmouth. There's the Solent, and South Sea is. Okay. So South Sea is there. Very interesting. Is that interesting? Let's see. We have 10 McDonald's in Malta, and you can buy beer. The more weather's back in the island of Ports. The more weather's back in the island. Apple Watch, the basics are free, no subscription required. But an Apple Watch is expensive. Is it? Can I buy an earlier one? I don't have. I'm on Google, whatever it is here. I'm on Android. Well, if we are being accurate, we have to consider the temporary close Islamabad Kingdom Brunel, as there would be only 3 available today. Yes, yes, but the new one is opening in April, which is close enough. But isn't it true, Kermit? There's always going to be one that's closed. So you can't be too picky about that. But maybe you're right. Let's get into an argument about this thing. I got the Tassimo. Bought some drinks for it yesterday. I like flat white coffees. I do too, but they're too high in sugar. They got too much sugar and added sugar to it. Added sugar. Try reading down when you get into bed. It winds your mind down. Try reading when you get into bed. It winds your mind down and makes you sleepy. Yeah, because you got to focus. And if you lose the focus, Kate Quinn, you lose the whole stream. Claire says to Phil, you can drink beer in northern Spain too. It's only like in America and Britain that they're a bit conservative about that stuff. I'm sorry, guys, that this Portsmouth South issue is now a thing. Well, yeah, but I agree with you. Gosport not Southampton? But don't people in Gosport go into Southampton to do stuff? Isn't that the main city of Southampton? Like Nunhead is a suburb of Peckham? What about that? Knowing your caffeine consumption is the only concern I have. Not knowing that means you can't make the math based data. Yes, Scott, Elite Elixir, that's true. But does it say how much caffeine is in the coffee? Does 3 or 4 or 5 or 2 or whatever, does that denote how much caffeine is in the coffee? How do you find out how much caffeine is in the coffee? Basically. So I agree with you, but I can't tell. Southampton is still an awesome place. Well, remember, we're talking about Portsmouth, girl from Mars. Had to pick a grandson up for detention, Janet says. Okay. Full of sailors, wanna be Popeyes. Is that Portsmouth? It's full of sailors. Gosport is mainland. Portsmouth is a gem. Is a gem. But is it an island? Is Portsmouth an island? I don't think it is an island. Is it an island? Let's get back on track over here. Is Portsmouth an island? Is this an island? Oh, it could be an island. Portsea Island. It looks like it was an island. Look at that. It looks like is Portsmouth an island? Historic dockyard. And then this, I've never been down here. Well, I've been kind of down there, but not really. I've been to Portsmouth. Where's the comedy club in Portsmouth? I played that. And I'm going to Ryde. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be right there in Ryde. Can you see where I'm going to be in Ryde? I'm going to be in Ryde. I'm going to take the ferry over to Ryde. I think there's a ferry there. Really, really interesting. Can anyone remember the BBC weatherman all dressed up as sailors doing a dance routine and singing? It was hilarious before the BBC went SHIT. Yeah, because when they became too political. Why are you in the corner of my screen? Okay, there you can see a full Lewis Schaffer. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change my shirt because I don't think I look that good. I think I'm looking washed out. I'm going to put on a blue shirt. Portsmouth is an island, says Joe. I did not know that. I didn't know that. Hello. I'm putting on a black shirt. I put on a black shirt. My uncle lives in Gosport. He was in the Navy. Yeah, because there's a lot of military men down there. Remember, the country used to be a naval country. Now we don't even have a ship to defend our areas in the thing. And that bothers Americans, really. Why are you fighting for those areas that you can't even defend? Why are you giving them away? Why didn't you call us to buy it? You know, these are the questions. I think Anglesey is already taken. What did Lilith say? Let's get back on track. I see you is here. Let's welcome I see you and Lilith. I see you and Lilith is here. You started a conversation because you're talking about two things, which is we're talking about a place in England, which people are very interested in. Look at my nice black shirt. Are very interested. Do I look better wearing a black shirt like this? This is a nice shirt. This is a nice shirt. Anyway, yeah, and then you've already we were talking. I don't think we're not talking about this anymore. About whether we should believe somebody says there are 4 Weatherspoons in Portsmouth, and if your life depended on it, would I believe you? And I would say, you know what? It's not that hard for me to check Google. If I was all alone in a seat on what's that program called? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It wouldn't be that important to me. Well, it'd be pretty important. If it was sitting around, I would say, you know what? You know what I heard? I heard there are 4 Weatherspoons in Portsmouth. And then the person could go, there are not 4 Weatherspoons, there are 3 because one is closed. But I say, but that one's going to be open in April. Well, how do you know it's going to be April? Well, my friend Kermit said it's going to be open in April. I'm so jealous, stomping my old backyard. Yeah. It makes you sad. It makes you sad when you think about your old home. It makes me sad when I think about New York. You know, me going to a drink. Uncle Lewis looking sharp again. Well, I want to look good for you ladies. Do I look... This is a nice shirt. I've had this shirt for like forever. Forever. It's made with expensive fabric. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like semi-stretch fabric. It's cotton with a stretchy thing in it. Uncle Lewis, look, thank you, Army of M. I do appreciate it. Lilith likes the black shirt. It's an island for awake people. Yeah, because they're all military people. You got to be awake when you deal with that stuff. Lewis, you look hot in that shirt. Thank you, Claire. I can afford Anglesey. I can't afford Anglesey. Anglesey is at the edge of the world up there. That's in Wales, is Anglesey. Lewis, if you're going to ride, we must meet up. Sorry, Claire. Yeah, okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Well, we will do that. When I go there, I'm going to be there in April. In April. So we'll all buy tickets. We'll all take the train over or something. I was born by the sea. I loved laying in bed at night, listening to the foghorn in the stormy night. I miss the sea. Yeah, that's what English people are about. We're about the sea. We English people are about the sea. There are a few old sea first for sale around Portsmouth area. Big enough for a commune. What is a sea first? What does that mean? Have you seen the new Trump puppet? Trump 6, possibly, probably, been more. What is the Trump puppet? Like he's being told what to do by Israel? That's like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's a Portsmouth in the state too. Yes, there's Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Where are there probably 10 Portsmouths? Probably. Let's see where the Portsmouths are in the States. List of Portsmouth, USA. Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Virginia, New Hampshire, and Ohio. Portsmouth, Virginia. Portsmouth, Independent City, Historic Shipyard, and Waterport. Maybe that's why they call it Portsmouth. Portsmouth, Ohio, Portsmouth, Iowa, Portsmouth, Rhode Island, Portsmouth, North Carolina, Portsmouth Township, Michigan, Portsmouth Square, San Francisco. Other mentions, well, you could say Portland, Oregon. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I was born, okay. I haven't seen that. Well, I don't. You know what? I don't think. I think Donald Trump is his own man. He could be bought, but he's made the decision to be bought. If he's bought, okay, he's made his decision. There are Portsmouths in like 10 states. That sounds right. Okay, so there we go. Kate Gwynn. What is Kate Gwynn saying? Lucy Van Pelt is here. Hello, beautiful, beautiful Lucy Van Pelt. Was that There Is Nothing Like a Dame? Kate Gwynn. You're talking to Kate Gwynn. That's one of my favorite songs. Nothing in the world. Da 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 da. There is anything like a dame. Guys, I think that's from Guys and Dolls, right? Possibly. Possibly. I hate sand. We need beaches with no sand. You can't have a beach with no sand. I know you do here. You got rock, quote unquote, rock beaches, but that's not a beach. Like I was down in Brighton, and they got rock beaches. No, it's sand. You need sand for a beach. Trump is not my favorite person. The alternative is even worse. Yeah, but Trump is the leader of our cause, of my cause. It's like I said on the TV. I said Trump may be a moron, but he's my moron. I mean, would what's her name look out for us? Would Kamala Harris look out? I don't think so. So I agree with you. I see you. He's not the greatest guy ever, but he's doing an incredible, incredible job. What he's doing in Iran is great. It's from South Pacific. Thank you, Lucy Van Pelt. There is nothing in the world. Nothing. That's right. That was a good time for my mother loved the musicals back then. The Rothschilds own Trump. Yeah, because the Rothschilds are Jews, and the Jews control everything. Well, I'm telling you right now, you should always be nice to me because I'm a Jew and I control you. I'm busy controlling the world full time, and I'm exhausted. So if you ever see me exhausted, you say, Lewis, take a break from controlling the world. Let another Jew control the world. Pennsylvania is crammed full of English place names, Shelton and Worcester. That's true. Well, it was founded by whatchamacallit, by English people. So was Virginia. So was Boston. The Rothschilds own Trump. Who are the Rothschilds? Are they the richest people in the world nowadays? I don't think that they are. Anyway, I adore Donald Trump. Thank you, Claire. And I do too. I think he's done an amazing, amazing job. Long live Trump. Long live America. And someday, maybe Trump will help us in this country or help you in this country because you're not being helped by your king and you're not being helped by the Labor or the Green Party. And it looks like Farage is not helping as much as he needs to help. We need some serious right-wing politicians in this country or else we're doomed. Kate Gwynn. That's what Kate Gwynn says. I tend to agree with you. But sometimes you got to take what you got. You got to take what you got. Unfortunately, Lilith says this, Joe, do a psyop. Put a distraction in the chat. Try food. That's not a psyop because I love talking about food. You know that about me. But what do we do? Anyway, the point is I control myself, says a girl from Mars. Yes, control yourself. Control yourself. Control yourself. What's good about me is I'm giving you guys an alert about the Jews. The Jews do not control the world. We work for people who control the world, and then they turn on us eventually. We are the gasket between the head gasket and the whatever the main thing is in the car engine. Who knows about cars? I believe the British people are being played. I think, yeah. Well, it's started way before Tony Blair. The fact is, Keir Starmer is not even the leader of the party. The fact is, the king, he doesn't even like you people. You know what I mean? He doesn't even like you people. He's fed up with being a Christian. Well, I put 250 euros in an investment platform Epstein used. In 10 days, it had grown to 1,720 pounds. Martin Lewis also uses it. Okay, well, there you go. Well, what is the investment? Are we allowed to discuss investment platforms? You know, I have no idea what that means, but I will try, says Joe. Talking about like food, maybe like carbs, because you know how interested I am in that. You know, I'm really interested in that. Everybody like the stream, please. Can you like the stream? We don't like the king either, says ICU. I'm sure he'd be devastated to know that. Yeah, yeah, maybe yeah, I mean, yeah, no carbs. Yes. No, not carbs. Not discuss carbs or not have carbs. I had 2 donuts today. Sausage Fingers is a druid. Oh, yeah, he's got type 2 diabetes, or he's got alcohol dependency things. He looks horrible. He looks horrible. Look at my hands. Look at how beautiful those hands are. Look at how beautiful they are. Look at that. Look at how great they are. Well, I don't know if they're great, but they're not fat. But they used to be swollen because I used to take amlodipine for my high blood pressure, and they made whatever it was, and I was like diabetic. I had fat, swollen hands and feet, piano fingers. I had fat, swollen hands and feet, and now my hands. I mean, I should show you the picture. I don't even know if I have pictures of my hands, but I looked horrible. And then when I went low carb and when I stopped taking the pills, you have lovely hands. Thank you, Claire. Claire is always so nice. Can Lilith be nice to me? Can I see you be nice to me? Can Girl from Mars flirt with me unnecessarily? Can Joe flirt with me? Let's all flirt with Lewis Schaffer. Make me feel good. Make me feel good. Can Kate flirt with me? You know, let's all flirt with Lewis Schaffer. Or not even flirt, just say something nice. Those hands have never done a day's work in their life. That is actually almost true. And they used to be so super smooth. So I mean, they're still old man hands, but they're soft as they rub all over your beautiful bodies. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Claire. Those hands, right, Claire? You need to massage Lewis's hands. Yes, my hands need to be paid attention to. One of the Sausage Fingers' personal servants has been on YouTube confirming he had converted to Islam. Yeah, it's a cowardly thing to convert to Islam. Islam is a religion where they force people to believe. And they say, if you don't believe, we're going to come and hunt you down and kill you. Flirting with Lewis Schaffer is thank you, Claire. I'll be nice. Thank you. I see you. And I like the fact that's a lovely thing to say. That, you know, what it is. Oh, take your pants off, Lewis. Maybe my pants are off. You don't know if they're on or not. You can't see. Maybe I'm naked here, Girl from Mars. I'll take them off right now. I hear Rupert Lowe, has had death threats. It doesn't surprise me given the demographic changes, says Ron Smith. Hello, Ron Smith. Yeah, he probably has had death threats. Horrible. Horrible, horrible death threats. You know, I mean, that's the country that we're living in right now. Everybody liked the stream. It says that nobody is like. I have to refresh it in order to see what's going on. Lilith learned to spell. What did Lilith say? You need to massage Lewis's hands. You need to put an apostrophe and then an S, I think. And then I think that. I mean, that's what I like. And Susan C is here. Where is Susan C? There you go. And Kate Gwynn says hi to Susan, and Lilith says, I mean, I like the girls. I like the girls. Does it seem like I like the girls? You know, does it seem that way? You know, I mean, we live in a problematic world. The problem is girls are not they're not completely like guys. Anyway, so like the stream. We got 21 people liking the stream. Let's all like the stream. Like the stream. So Ron Smith is saying hi there, and Claire is saying hi to Susan C. And Rusty Brown Donut is here. I have had 2 Rusty Brown Donuts, 2 cinnamon, because they were £1. I walked into Morrison's, and I saw them there, and I said, I'll just buy this, and I'll only have a couple of them, and I had them all. Girls love Lewis Schaffer. Yeah, there you go. Lewis is a misogynist. It's not the funniest thing in the world, but it's good. He's only like 17% of the lads. That's also true. I don't have any issues with men. I have issues with my mother, and that's what the cause of homosexuality is among men, is you don't have issues with the women. Men need issues. They need unfulfilled issues that need working on. You need a woman to say, you're like my mother. You're like my mother. So the same bums and broads. Yes, that's what makes this show good. And when you come in, everyone goes, oh, there's Avocado Man again, because we're happy to see you. We're happy to see you. But you know what? It's quite possible. Like the other day, I think it was Wednesday or something, we had 350 people watching the show. Not everybody speaks. Not everybody speaks. Not everybody stays for the full amount of time. But they're here. So that's what's really good. Last night was Series 8 of Minder. 1990, maybe around, where Arthur puts HP a flag saying best of British, puts up a flag saying best of British, and some council dude came and told him to take it down. How things come around. And that was when the country was 97% white people. Have you heard that the Labour government planned to remove all humans from pound notes? Yes, I have heard that, replacing them with animals. A decision backed by the Greens. Ironically, it's not ironic, but it would be ironic if they did that. They call him a vegetable or a plant or an animal. King Charles. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Come on, let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Joe says, got distracted. Sorry. Just like and back in the room. Everybody like and back. Like the stream. Everybody. Have you liked it, Claire? Have you liked it, Ron, John? Have you liked it? When Lewis is yelling, that's his 17% coming out, acting like a drama queen. Did you bring something back? What did you bring? Same kind? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for thinking about me, Club. I do appreciate it. He's a lovely boy. I don't give him a hard time. I'm really good to him. Am I good to you, do you think, generally speaking? Would your mother give you a hard time if you were living with her? Okay, forget it. Don't answer. You're saying that I only get excited. I only scream when I'm in my gay side.
When you're what?
John Van Dam here says that I'm because I did the test that said I was 17.5% gay, and he said that I only scream when I'm in my 17.5% thing, but I don't think so. No, I don't think.
You only get angry for no reason.
I only get angry for no reason. No, it matters to me. I get angry because it hits a bone. Charles needs to remember what Islam did to the royal family in Iran. Reuben says, what did they do? Well, I mean, didn't we support Islam? Didn't we? What happened with that episode with the Iranians in the whatchamacallit? In the embassy? Didn't something happen? 17.5% now. It's going up. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. But maybe you're right. We're not allowed to be angry. And you're saying it's a gay thing to be angry. I'm not sure I believe that. There's a local gay club in my town, and all the men who go there look like they're Kojak. They're all bald. Why are they all bald? Is that what you're saying? They're bald. Why are gay men bald? Do you know why gay men are bald? And why are people? Why are they all bald? I have an answer. I got a couple of answers. Janet is here. Beautiful Janet. Is she going to say something nice about me? I may not have, had you not mentioned it. May have totally forgotten. What did Elite Elixir say? I don't know. I missed that there. Avocado Man is saying hi to Claire. Some people think I'm 100% gay due to my obsession with women's clothing, but I'm only obsessed when women wear it. I'm not a cross-dresser and not trans. Well, you're arguing that a bit too strongly, Rusty. Who doesn't like to wear women's clothing? It's, a lot of it can be really beautiful. Lovely cottons and silks and stuff like that. I think it's time to move this to a shirtless Lewis. Let's spice this stream up. Lose the shirt. Let's go. Lilith likes being angry. Yeah, I bet you do. I can feel that a little bit. It's women like being angry, and that's why they have men that they love, and that's why they scream at men that they love, because those are the only people they can scream at, is men that they love, and men listen to them occasionally. Balds have more fun. Basically, well, the reason why men are bald is because they're on a high-carb diet. Google baldness and high carb. That's the most important thing. I told a gay joke once. I was just experimenting. Okay, Avocado Man, that's humorous. I'll always be nice to you, Lewis. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Janet. See, this is what I do. I'm just trying to suck up any amount of positive reinforcement. Top bloke. Well done, Lewis. This is why I totally love you. I don't know. What did I say that was totally loving? Rusty, you can wear my clothes. There you go. What does that symbol mean with the little heart on the face? What does it mean, Lilith? But there you go, Rusty. Depends if you know what it's like. My friend Will, or ex-friend Will Franken, he might be listening, possibly. I don't know. Anybody could be listening, but he used to dress up as a woman. And I think it was like a political commentary on the ridiculousness of the trans thing. And he said girls really liked him because he dressed up as a girl. I guess it's like men shaving. They are manly, but they're also feminized. Depends if the women's clothes are used, says Alex. Hello, Alex. Alex is here. And Lilith wants to know, used for what? Some straight men buy used knickers, though. Yes, that's quite common. I had a friend of mine who sold her used knickers. Just the idea of it. You don't even know if they're used. How do you know that they're used? You don't even know if they're used. Unless you could smell the difference, which maybe you can. But that's the way, like with me. I just like the idea of women, as most of us guys do. Just the idea of it. I'm typing to a keyboard late at night. How much did you buy them for? I think they were weren't they 20 pounds? Or they take pictures, videos. Yes, this is what men like. We just like the idea of women. Skid marks are a good indicator. Why is that a good indicator? Men can have skid marks too, can't we? I think they can. Everybody, remember, go to Kofi, and go to Kofi. Go to like, press the thumbs up. Go to the subscribe thing. Go to, this is day 269th. Can you believe that we've been doing this 269 days? That's like amazing. Amazing how many days we've been doing this. Amazing. Like the stream. Also go to Kofi. Russ Maneve is here, Lewis. Of all these travel deaths in the office world, do you think they would have survived if they were in a low carb diet? You know what? Probably yes. Some of them would, because a high carb diet makes people crazy. It makes people think that they can basically take over an entire country for 47 years and the people be happy about it. They could basically think, we could scream death to America and get away with it. Russ Maneve, that's my friend Russ Maneve. I was just thinking about you just a second ago. Russ Maneve. Yeah, carbs are bad. They're very, very bad, and they make people do crazy things. Most most psychological illnesses are exacerbated. All of those crazy leftist women who are on vegan diets in America. Yes, I do believe that. I know you think that I'm kidding when I say that, Russ Maneve. Lewis, did you know there's a town in Ireland called Muff, and there's a diving center, so you can go diving in Muff? Thank you, Avocado Man. That's probably something is interesting names of towns everywhere, but that's quite good. Married men like my sock pics. Yeah, married men like that. They just like the idea of something else. That's what men like. We like lots of women might want a new boyfriend, but men want a lot of girlfriends. That's what I do. Distracted again. There you go. Joe is back. Can we raise the bar on the topic of conversation now? We can. What would you like to talk about? You already read out Russ's previous comment, and you didn't notice it was him. No, I didn't. I did not. I read it. I just saw it there. Where did I not see it? Does he have two comments? I read it out once. I didn't read it out twice. Did I read it out once? Lewis, all of these tragic deaths in this awful war, do you think they would have survived if they were on a low-carb diet? They wouldn't have gotten into this situation. And the tragic deaths were the brave people who went out into the street to demonstrate against the Khomeini Islamist regime. The people who were the Islamicists, they were not brave deaths. Well, maybe they are a bit brave, but they were wrong. Literally just taking delivery of a brand new upright cordless vacuum cleaner for just shy of 50 pounds delivered, Lewis. I would have sold you mine over here. What kind is yours? Elixir Scott. I sent you. Okay. Thank you, Claire. Claire says, I want you. There you go. Joe, Portsmouth is now forgotten, hun. The PSYOP worked. Well, we can't discuss Portsmouth forever, but I enjoyed it. And we weren't getting nobody was paying any attention to what I was saying. I never called, I don't call anybody a liar. I just say I don't believe you. That's not the same thing. Does your audience know about Chocolate Gate that took place tragically in my Airbnb? Don't mention that, Russ. Don't mention. It was only 78 grams of chocolate, whatever it was. It was only 78 grams. That's not very much. Don't ask Lilith. Mind your own business. Russ posted the shirtless comment. Oh, I didn't notice that. I didn't see that. Where is that? What time was that on, Lucy? I didn't see that. I didn't see the name. Because I read the comment and then I say who it's from. Should I say who it's from first? Where is the comment there? I didn't, yeah. It's 1 a.m. here. Good night, Daddy. I'm sorry for not see. I missed some of the things. Maybe it's best that I missed some of the things. Maybe you assumed it was Claire, yeah. Or yeah, why not? Russ posted that. I didn't see the shirtless comment. I'm not going to pay attention to Russ because he's envious of me living here in Britain and of being an internationally famous live streamer. He's jealous, obviously, at 1603. So let me see. Thank you very much, Lucy. Russ said that. I think it's time to move to the shirtless Lewis Schaffer. Let's spice this stream up. Okay, yes, I didn't see what the name was. I didn't see the name was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I've been flirting with you girls so much. Thank you very much, Lucy. That's the kind of detail that I need. I apologize to you, Russ, but I take it back because you just want to mess me up. You're basically calling me a hypocrite because I had a bit of chocolate. I take total offense at that. You really need to stop squinting, Lewis. It's giving you even more wrinkles. This is quite it. Should I get this filled in with the what is that thing called? With Botox. This thing is kind of bothering me. Okay. Yeah, talk to your kids. Let's talk to our kids. And tell the kids that they should listen to Lewis. Did you see it? You read it out. I read it out. I did, but I didn't say this is from Russ. I read it out, but I didn't see it was from Russ. Luce. Okay? I didn't see it was from Russ. I think I'm doing very good on this stream thing. Do you remember how it was in the early days? It was really impossible. I'm getting better on this. I'm reading the stream out. Am I not, producer? Yeah, I'm happy that Russ is here. Russ is a busy, busy, busy man. Where are you, Russ? I know where he is, but I don't want to dox him. I got kicked out of my private school for shutting a teacher in a cupboard. My spelling is crap, hon, to Ruben. It's my job to do that, ain't it, Lewis? I don't know. I missed that. I missed that right now. Don't use Botox. Why not? Why not? Don't you think I should maybe this thing here is quite large? Which side is the right side? This side here. Why should I not use Botox? Beautiful, beautiful Lucy Van Pelt. Could you please tell me? 33. Okay, if you win, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. Claire has won a lot of different times. Can I ask you a personal question? I don't even know what the personal question is. It's nice that Russ comes in. It's nice. Lilith, Ruben says to me, but it was a state comprehensive school. There is a device called SureTox. Privacy, though. It was developed for migraines, but they noticed it smoothed wrinkles. Yeah. SafeTox. Yeah, let's go check that out. Do you mind if I check that out? Because this is something that I've thought about. I don't have the unlimited amount of money for this, but let's look up what SafeTox is. Let's see what it says. See if it's on Wikipedia. I don't like Wikipedia, but I'll see what it says on Wikipedia. No. They're saying it's not. What are they saying here? Did you have it done yourself? SafeTox is the reason SafeTox. She tried to get her money back. Maybe I could do some like exercises of my thing. SafeTox. Because Botox can get into your brain. Yes. Yes, I've heard that. I forgot all about that. That's right. Good point, Lucy Van Pelt. It can get into your brain. Smooth out wrinkles in the brain. But the more wrinkles you have, the smarter you are. Kermit, very funny. Yeah, it can make you stupid. I think that's why I have to let me just get back to the main screen so you can look at me. For all the good it will do him, it may as well show him. Let's be nice to me. I'm too vulnerable to you people. I'm too vulnerable. I need more respect. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for the people who've had to leave a bit earlier, but we're almost done. We're almost done. I think that's why I have to stiffen up and salute you whilst in your presence, ain't it? Yeah, that's what I got to do. Um, do you think? Can you see? Can you see that moon thing? I think it looks. I don't think it looks good. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. I'm not happy for. It's not. I'm not happy with it. Is it available as a suppository? Lewis prefers this method. I actually do like some. I mean, I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't want to talk about it. I never noticed that until you pointed it out. You shouldn't point out your flaws. Well, I don't. I want you to notice them because I'm not perfect, and I want you. I want to be, and I don't want to be like, oh my God, you look horrible. You know. Or maybe it's a good. I'm also. Can you see this thing here? My face is falling down. I never had that, and also, can you see over here? Can you see the dimple? I never had a dimple until I lost the weight 8 years ago. Most people don't notice things we dislike about our faces. Um, yeah, probably you're right. They're too busy worried about their own self. Lewis, you are. Thank you, Lilith. Thank you, Lilith. This is turning into the best show ever. This is the most loving show ever. Dimples are cute. Yeah, I've got a dimple there on this side. Can you see that? You know, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I didn't notice it until just recently. Until recently, I think it's a very common thing. You know, maybe I can. It comes from showing too much emotion. Like these lines, I've had these lines like forever, and I remember when I first started in comedy 30 years ago. I had these lines, and and I had my headshots done. You know, I had a 8x10 physical picture. The guys that want my sock pics are horrific. Yeah, they can be because you don't know them, you don't like them. That's the thing about women, you know. They don't like that kind of stuff. I like that it's from a girl. It's just I don't know what to say, Lilith. If you want my sock pictures, I would like you even more. I would like you even more. But the point is that Amelia, she said you need to airbrush these lines out, and I said I'm a comedian. I'm not an actor. I did say something similar to that. Put some of the tape on you use on your mouth. It must be strong enough. Yeah, maybe I got some tape right in my own hand right here. Let's see how I would do this. What size of what side is it on? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Lewis needs a Claire. Once you said it is better to be fake pretty than real ugly. I was moved by that. Yes, yes, better to be fake pretty than real ugly. But most, but natural ugly. The worst thing you could do is to be ugly and to put on makeup and look even worse. Basically, I think that's basically true. No, you get creepy guys messaging, so I send sock pictures. And what? Just to see whether they like you? I mean, I've asked girls to send me pictures of just stuff that they own, just that it's owned by a girl. Men love girls. You don't realize how much we love you girls. But you're always looking for the top guy. That's very funny, Lilith. Yeah, army of them. Yeah, it's better to be fake pretty than real ugly. Yeah, because men are affected by pretty and women are affected by a handsome man. Like if a man puts on high heel shoes to make him taller, girls respond to that. It shows I sleep on my left side. Is that what it shows? I don't know if I do. I sleep all over the place. I didn't think I did. I don't know if this is fixable, Lucy. I'd rather have an ugly newsreader tell good news than a pretty and handsome one telling us dramatic stuff. They seem to get off on it too. What the handsome ones? You mean like Alex Armstrong, whatever. I could be. Chartel is here. Hello, Chartel. Rose, heart, wave. Yes. Hello, Chartel. Thank you guys for coming in. I think this is why I'm so drawn to your stream, Lewis. What is that? What is the reason why? What reason? Because I'm ugly. Is that what it is? Okay, let me just thank everybody. Get ready to write down how many you think have been watching the stream while I read off who's in here. Susan C. is 24. Avocado Man is 23. Girl from Mars is 22. Russ Maneve on a horse, look at that, is 21. Very cool. 20 is Alex. 19 is Keith Bexley. 18 is MJ Tigerfang. 17 is Lilith. Brilliant. Beautiful, beautiful Lilith. Ron Smith is 16. Chartel. Look at Chartel. She's 15. Lucy is 14. Beautiful, beautiful girls here. Rusty Brown is 13. I see you. Another pretty girl is 12. Daddy Bannister is 11. And there's my man, Hi-Ho Kermit. Maltese Phil. Hold on a second. John Van Dam is at 8. Kate Gwynn is at 7. Ruben is at 6. Elite Scott is at 5. And now the top 4. Army of M is at 4. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Janet is at 3. Beautiful, beautiful. 2 girls in a row. Oh my God, look who's here. 2 is Joe Warrior Princess, 37 years old. Maybe less than that. She's at 2. So that's 3 girls in a row. And the top girl today is Claire. She's number 1. You got to get in early, I think, to win it all. To win it all. Claire, congratulations. Congratulations. Can we all? There you go. It's okay. Let's just see what's happening. Oh my God, look at how many people we had in the stream today. Let's see who we had in the stream. You just write down once. Write down once. And the winner of the stream is... Anybody else want to say? I see Chartel is the winner at 33. A round of applause for Chartel. Was there somebody else who tied that? I don't see anybody else. I just see Chartel. Congratulations, you the winner. You've guessed that the top number is 33. Ruben's off to the chippy. I think I might go down and buy some pork spare ribs. To be fair, Janet got it and then left. Well, how come I'm not reading her thing here? Where is her thing? Did Janet also get it? Is Janet not in the stream anymore? I don't see 33. Where's Janet? Her name is no longer here. I'm gonna say Chartel wins. A round of applause for Chartel. A round of applause. Good night, everybody. We're not going to do a show tonight at 10:30. Okay? We're not going to do a show. I'm taking the night off because I'm exhausted from this whole business. But I think this stream has been the best stream we've ever had. We've had Claire and Chartel and Old Man 6416. America loves you on plenty of the British show. America loves you. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Old Man. Thank you very much. Everybody, before we go, can we make sure we like the stream? Let's get at least at above 33. A lot of you haven't liked it. She disqualified for being too early. Oh, okay. We've had a lot of beautiful girls on this. Also, maybe send a contribution into Ko-fi, Ko-fi. It means a lot to me. Hi-ho Kermit, thank you very much for your total support in this thing. And Chartel and Kate Quinn and Claire and Joe, all the pretty girls. It was army of them, just all pretty girls show. Lilith, it's been an amazing, amazing show. Janet, thank you very much. We will see you tomorrow. Chartel, she's going to give it to Janet. That's sweet of you. Okay. You'll have to remind Janet that you've given it to her. I'm going to keep the stream on for a few minutes, and then we'll see you tomorrow. That's right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Those two things are the most important things. Liking and subscribing are very, very important to me. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon, I guess.